Dear respected and beloved teacher, dear beloved community, today is the 6th of August, I think, and we are in the Stillwater Hall of Upper Hamlet, Plum Village, and this is the first day of our Wake Up Retreat, Wake Up Earth Retreat. It's a very happy moment to be here all together. I think this retreat can be a kind of festival of the present moment. And we've come together from many different countries. I believe maybe something like 50 different nationalities are represented. And we are monks, nuns, laymen and laywomen. And we've all come here to experience life, to experience the present moment, to heal ourselves, to recharge ourselves with hope, with love and joy, to be able to go out again into the world and share that with everyone that we meet. So let's make this a legendary retreat. Let's take every moment to really taste the present moment. Let's take every opportunity to stop our thinking, to come back to our breath, to come back to our body, and to heal together. We want to wake up. This is a wake-up retreat, so hopefully we can all agree. We want to wake up. And I guess there's a question as to what that might mean. Wake up to what? And wake up how? So when we come to a practice center like this, we hear a lot about dwelling in the present moment. And when we speak about dwelling in the present moment, we speak about life. Because life is something that can only be found in the present moment. And when we speak about living deeply in the present moment, we must be also speaking about letting go of our thinking. So this morning, I want to invite everyone to experience this moment together. It's not a talk. So if you have a notebook, and if you want to take down notes or get some kind of information, I invite you just to put it to one side and forget about it. Because there will not be much information in this talk. And actually, it's not really a talk. What I'd like us to do is to experience life. So actually, as you're listening, don't listen to the words. Listen to your breath. Listen to your body. Listen to your heart. Listen to the flow of life as it traverses all of us. The words are just an indication, hopefully pointing in the direction of something that cannot be said. So please don't pay too much attention to the words, and as you listen, if you notice that you have a tendency to agree with what is being said, or to disagree with what is being said, you can perhaps consider that in either case, you learn nothing. As if you agree, you've already heard it. You go, oh yeah, I get that. I know what he's talking about. And you don't learn anything. And if you disagree, say, no, I don't like that. I disagree. And you learn nothing. So please don't agree. Don't disagree. I want to invite us all, if possible, to let our guard down. To let our filters go. To see if we can enter a space of not judging, not reacting, but just allowing something to unfold altogether. We know that we need to heal. We need to heal the wounds in our minds and in our hearts. Wounds that we've inflicted on ourselves, and wounds that we think have been inflicted on us. So we know we need to heal. We know we need to heal the earth as well. And it seems that science has shown that when we are relaxed, we can heal. And the body has a natural capacity to heal itself. So if we want to heal, we have to relax. And if we really want to relax, I think we need to stop the internal discourse, the non-stop thinking. Because true relaxation is not possible if we are thinking. If we're listening to the constant chatter inside. So we want to find a way to stop together and experience something new, something different. We're like a tiger in a cage, and we know the cage very well. And we pace around and around the cage, looking for a way out. And it's a cage of words. A cage of thinking, of mental discourse. And it's not satisfying. We don't feel satisfied by the experience of being in this cage. And sometimes we growl. Sometimes we get upset. And we don't feel that we can really rest, that we can really love, that we can really be free. But I think we know that there's a way out of the cage. There's a door, and the door is open. It's always been open. And that door is our breath. When we bring our attention back to our breath, to the simple felt experience of breathing, perhaps for a moment the cage dissolves and disappears, and we can touch life. We can touch the present moment. And if we think we know what the present moment is like, then we're still in the cage. So let's not know. Let's discover it. Let's discover it as something brand new. Something maybe we've never experienced before. Here today there are those of us who have been practicing for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, 1 year, a few months, a few days, and perhaps those of us who have been practicing a long time, there's a risk of thinking that we know something. And if you're a beginner, you're very lucky because you get to discover it fresh for the first time. So let's all be beginners. Let's all take a breath and listen to the breath. Feel the breath. All we have to do is be aware that we're breathing in and that this is an in-breath, and be aware that we're breathing out and that this is an out-breath. And as we continue just to breathe in and out, we may find that we become interested in the breath. And we're invited by the Buddha to follow our breath. Follow the whole length of the breath. We don't have to change our breath. We may have a tendency to try to make our breath long or deep, but all we have to do is be aware of the whole length of the breath, whether it's long or short. And if this is the breath, and this is my mind, be aware of the whole length of the in-breath and the whole length of the out-breath. In-breath, out-breath. I don't allow any interruption of my attention to the breath. And if thoughts come, we can be gentle, be kind to our thoughts. A thought pops up, and we can go, hello, hello my thinking. It's okay, not now. I'm breathing. And we just bring our attention back, gently, to the fact that we're breathing. And we may find that there are spaces of not thinking, of just feeling, of feeling life, feeling the breath. And with practice, those spaces can get longer. And the little interruptions of thought, the little distractions, get fewer, calmer. And we may discover silence. And I think if there is a way out for us and for our society and for the world, I think it comes from silence, not from thinking. Because we've been thinking a lot. And we've really tried to get out of the difficulties by thinking our way out. And we've written a lot of books, a lot of philosophy, we've made a lot of structures of words and ideas. And we've really tried to figure it out. But I don't think it really worked. I might be wrong, but my sense is that that didn't really work. And we tried really hard. So I think we have to try another way. I think we can see if we can trust the silence and trust what emerges from the silence. I think any true creativity, any real insight arises from that kind of inner silence. And if we want to make a breakthrough, if we want to discover something really new, if we want to change our way of life, if we want to stop causing harm to ourselves and to our loved ones, then I think we need to try experiencing the silence. We can try to trust life. And in the silence, we may hear something new. we may hear our body. Our body is there. And it is constantly speaking to us. It has a kind of voice, but it doesn't use words. And mostly, we tend to ignore it. We have a tendency to listen to this. Blah, 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 blah. And we've heard that before. But maybe the body, we haven't really heard. So when we focus our attention on our breath, and when we maintain our attention on our breath, we have a chance to really hear our body, to feel what it's like to have a body. We feel our contact with the ground. It's not something static, unchanging. We can really start to dwell in that sensation of contact with the ground. Allow it to expand in our awareness. We can really discover it. Open ourselves to it. And with the attitude of openness, we may touch something really new. And as we dwell with this expanded awareness of our body, of the weight of it, the way it connects with the earth, we can then become aware of other things, of the position of our limbs in space. We know where our arms are. We can feel them there. Perhaps we can even feel the position of our spine as it makes its beautiful, elegant curve in space. We can be aware of our skin, the sensation of the clothes on our skin, the air on our face and hands. We can be aware of our muscles, of our tendons, of our nerves, of our blood, of our bones. And this is there all the time. it's a constant source of wonder, of novelty. And when we become aware of all these sensations, we may also become aware of some tension, maybe some pain or discomfort. And with the breath, we can soothe our bodies. We can calm our body. We can breathe in, aware of any tension in our body. And breathe out and allow that tension to melt. Breathing in, aware of the whole body and any tension in it. Breathing out, allowing the tension to melt. And we can always sink deeper into the present moment. There's no end to the miracle of the present moment, the newness of the present moment. And if we have a tendency to lose the present moment, it's because we have the habit of running. We have learned the habit of running. We have trained ourselves to run into the future, to run after our plans, our projects, our anxiety, our fears. And we've trained ourselves to run into the past, to chase our regrets about the past. And we have a tendency to think about so many things. And actually, it prevents us from being in touch with the present moment, with life. So when we collectively come back to the present moment, when we collectively bring our attention to our breath, all together, we bring our attention to our bodies. And we relax our bodies. And stop the thinking. We have a real chance to heal and to rest. Because we also need to rest. Sometimes we're so tired and we want to rest. So we turn on the TV, or we listen to a podcast, or we watch a movie. And we think that that might allow us to rest. But then afterwards, we just feel more tired. So maybe we go on a holiday. And even when we're on holiday, we have a tendency to run from one thing to the next. And we don't really allow ourselves to rest. And we get to the end of a long day, and we think, now I really need to rest. But we can't. So we pick up a book, or a screen, any kind of screen, and we look at the screen, and we think, maybe I'll be able to rest with my screen. But I'm not sure. I've tried, and I don't think it works. So we need to rest. We need to find a way to rest. And this retreat can be that. This retreat can be a kind of deep rest. But we have to help each other. We have to put away our screens, turn them off, lock them up. Don't touch them. And when we're standing in line, waiting for a meal or to wash our dish, we can help each other also to rest by not talking. Because we like talking. And talking is nice, but it's not really resting. And we need to rest. So there's a time for talking, and that's wonderful. But there's also many times throughout the day when we can be in silence together, resting, healing together. And if we're silent and somebody comes up to us and wants to talk, all we have to do is smile, join our palms, and they will understand. Oh, I get it. You're resting. Okay. And maybe they'll be inspired to join you. Because together we're stronger. I think we can only do it together. We can only really heal together. And as we allow ourselves to stop the constant pursuit of happiness, pursuit of success, pursuit of something, anything. As we allow ourselves to stop and rest and heal, we may find that we feel more awake. We may find that suddenly we wake up together. We wake up to life. We wake up to joy. We wake up to the possibility of peace. And at the same time, we wake up to the suffering, to the pain, to the cries of the world. And we know that we want to listen. We want to listen to the suffering. We want to listen to it with all our love and all our tenderness. We want to listen to the earth, to wake up to Mother Earth, to our love for Mother Earth. Because she has a voice, and she is talking to us, but not with words. And we can only hear her in the silence. It's only when we touch silence inside that we can hear her voice, and that we can hear our own hearts, that we can hear our own suffering and each other's suffering. And that's where we really meet each other. That's where we really encounter each other. There's a great thirst, I think, in all of us to meet like-minded people and to get to know each other. So we might go to the tea house and sit down and talk. And we meet each other to a certain extent. But if we really want to meet each other, let's see if together we can touch the silence inside. And in a sitting meditation in the morning, we're all there together, following our breath, relaxing our bodies, calming our minds. And perhaps then we will really meet each other, find each other. And when we do that, we find the energy we need to go forth, to meet the challenges of our times, to meet them with joy, creativity, hope, not with despair, anger, frustration. So, let us enjoy every moment of this legendary retreat. Let us really see if we can touch the present moment. Go deeper into the present moment. And touch the silence inside. And in that silence, we will find each other.